Welcome back, guys and girls, to another episode with me, Luke, where we talk about all things crypto. So in today's episode, we're going to jump straight into the charts in a moment because we have had a significant pump over the last 12 hours, approximately between 700 and $800. We've seen a 2.5 to 4% pump. So why has this happened? Well, we'll jump right into that in a moment. So just last week, I was, and I did say that we were forming this M pattern, which came down to the 26,500. We didn't go any lower. I was expecting maybe not over the weekend, because the weekend is generally quite quiet, but I was expecting maybe to come back down to the 25,000. It's still in play. It could happen. I mean, crypto, Bitcoin moves quite fast and suddenly. So we'll see what happens. So what is or why did Bitcoin pump like this? Well, there's only two reasons I can think of. Being in the space now for a good 6 years, normally October is a good month for Bitcoin generally. This is the reason why we call it Uptober or Pumptober. So let's see how high Bitcoin will go this month. It's also only the 16th of October, and generally speaking, from October all the way through to Christmas, we do see a significant pump. So I won't be surprised if we have a good pump up to between 40 to 45,000 before the end of this year. Some other YouTubers are saying a lot higher. And then going into next year, January, February, and March, we might see this huge dump. And then the Bitcoin, just before the Bitcoin halving. And then April the 20th, I believe, roughly, is the next Bitcoin halving. We will see that parabolic run. So don't be surprised if we go much higher from now until the end of the year. So why this pump? Well, apart from it being October, the Bitcoin spot ETF decision is apparently coming tomorrow. So let's see what happens. People do buy the news. They like to FOMO into the news. So let's see with that decision tomorrow. So speaking of Grayscale and the SEC has chosen not to challenge a court ruling in favor of Grayscale. So again, maybe that's another reason. So let's see what happens tomorrow. People generally jump in because of news. And then tomorrow, it wouldn't surprise me if the Bitcoin price dumps. So going back into the charts, what am I seeing? Not a lot, really. If I'm honest, it's quite choppy out there, very unpredictable at this moment. There's nothing really substantial jumping out at me. So I'm just waiting. I'm a swing trader. I'm not a day trader. I prefer swing trading because it's worked out a lot better for me than day trading. Usually when I day trade, I get absolutely wrecked. So you do what you want to do. It's not financial advice. It's just my opinion, and it's only for educational purposes. So what am I currently seeing? Well, again, if we go back, we stay in the daily just for now. We have hit this ascending triangle, the resistance of the ascending triangle perfectly, and we haven't broken above it. We need to see this week a significant amount of volume coming in, and that we break the $28,600 level with good volume, and then we will probably pump a lot higher. If not, we keep testing this, but coming down into the 27,700, we come back down, like I just said, back down to the 26,000. We could lose $1,000. It's not the end of the world if we do, because then we would be forming that W pattern, and maybe that's what we need to springboard a lot higher. So again, I mean, Bitcoin does what it wants. We could still come back down and retest the 25K. And just zooming out, I did speak last week about that giant CME gap at 21,000. Personally, I don't think it will happen at the end of this year. That's why I was saying I think we will have a significant pump to the 45K. And again, just my opinion, just before the halving, we could have a huge dump. I'm not saying it will come down to these levels, but then after the halving, So we have this this small mini bull run to the end of the year. Into next year, we have a huge or a significant dump. And then after April 20th, after the halving, that's when the parabolic bull run happens. So we are forming these lower highs. So let's see if this is another lower high, and I will keep you informed. Again, I'm not trading this at the moment. I'm just waiting on the sidelines to see what happens next. So let's see over the next week. So this week I do want to, so having been in the space for quite a few years now, I'm going to start talking about the top 100 crypto coins, not everyone, but I'm going to especially talk about the coins that I'm looking into buying. I'm not going to tell you the coins, the micro cap coins, unless you can send me a message in the comments below. And if there's specific coins you want me to talk about, just leave comments below, and I'll be happy to look at the TA, the last all-time high, the potential, etc. So what I will do is I'm going to go over the top 20 first and look at what I'm going to do, dollar cost average, because now is the best time for me. Not financial advice, you do your own research, but 6 months just before the Bitcoin halving, I like to start getting my positions ready in altcoins. So we will break down the top 20 first over this week, which coins I'm looking at getting into. We'll analyze the all-time high, the last all-time highs, also how much the crypto has dropped and the potential it has over the next parabolic bull run. And then next week we will go into the top 100, and after that I will analyze, but I won't tell you which micro caps because I don't want to shill any coins. But yeah, in the next few weeks we will look at micro caps as well. I will specifically talk about micro caps if you send me comments in the comment section below. Okay, guys. So that's just a quick update on some of the news, the Bitcoin technical analysis, just some basic TA there, and what you can look forward to this week with me. So have a great Monday, guys and girls, and I will see you tomorrow.